What's up, bros? It's me, Mystery. And to make up for my god-awful attempt at speedrunning not only this game, but all of the other NES Marios, I am starting a new series where I will try to re-attempt that speedrun by taking out lost levels, because that game is... you cannot underestimate lost levels. That is just... It's always going to be one of the hardest Mario games. One of the hardest games really ever on the NES especially. And I will also be doing this series starting with this video, and that is a level review world by world for the original Super Mario Bros. I wanted to do something to celebrate cars going by. I wanted to do something to like celebrate Mario, like lead up to Wonder coming out, but my speedrun attempts were not very good, so let's try this. So if you really like this video, please let me know. If you want me to use webcam for this, let me know as well, because I was just going to go without the webcam this time. Still have the timer though. That's always helpful for judging a level. But yeah, I guess we'll just start with 1-1. Although, if you know me, you already know what score I'm going to give it. But, yeah. This is just straight up level review. But for every level of Super Mario Bros., starting with World 1. Let's try not to make this a long video. Okay. So, I'm just gonna... start one here, yes. Okay, I'm gonna do that because it's gonna go by like as much as I can, since I'm gonna be able to run through these very fast. I'm just gonna show the classic speedrun route you do here, and boom, you just skip pretty much the whole level. There isn't really a reason not to take the pipe, but there it is. So yeah, you can beat this level in under a minute, under 30 seconds, if you don't count the time it took to make the save. But yeah, now we'll play through the actual level. So let's restart and start the timer again. And I always thought this was interesting, like, if you think about the modern Mario games, they don't do this. They don't let you just skip entire levels just because you know of a little secret. But that's just how games were in the good old days, I suppose. I believe the star, there's a superstar or whatever over there. Another fire flower here. Or is it here? Yeah. Yeah, it's not here. Yeah, I missed it in those blocks, but yeah. They have a star, so that's fun. Can't get a good chain going or anything. But yeah, the level is still relatively short either way, but we still have to consider everything, you know? Like, the shortcut here is really here just, you know what, let's just restart the whole thing. The shortcut's like, it's nice, but it's kind of like this old school kind of thing, to where if you knew about stuff, you could just skip so much. Like, cheat codes just destroyed games back then. I don't really know why it was that way. Games were always meant to be hard, because they didn't have much room on the cartridges or whatever, so they made short, hard games to draw out the amount of time that little Timmy was gonna play his new Nintendo Entertainment System. But anyway, let's break it down by what the scholars. Let's give a real college education viewpoint to this. So, what makes 1-1 so interesting is that this is a tutorial on how to play a platformer, right? So first we have the shiny blocks that just beg you to jump into them. They just beg for you to interact with them. And there's also a Goomba. And the Goomba is placed on the bottom, 2 blocks up onto the ground level. So you're forced to either, one, jump over the Goomba and hit the block, or as you hit the block, you will fall onto the Goomba or avoid it. And if you don't jump at all, you're dead. People say that the most evil enemy of any game was this Goomba right here, because of all the people that like weren't familiar with games and they didn't even know that you had to jump in this game, and they just die. So that's always interesting. And then these pipes are interesting as well, because if you're a master, you can make the big jump with full momentum. Momentum is really weird in this game. It's not like how Mario controls now. See, his jumps are a little stunted if you're in place, but if you hold right a bunch, he flies. He goes crazy. Look at him go. And yeah, the secret went up here as well. That, I mean, it's just here. There's no indication of it. It's just a blank space they filled with a secret 1-up. But in just 2 screens, the fundamentals are in place. You pretty much know everything you need to beat this game. You know how to jump on enemies and whatnot. And if you do really good, you already get the Fire Flower and learn what you can do with that. Looks like this top path is good to avoid the enemies. And this is basically just different block patterns and stuff. Man, the star theme sounds weird. But yeah, obviously you have to give 1-1 a 3 out of 3. It's like the tutorial level. It's the 1-1 of all 1-1s. It literally teaches you how to play a platformer, which is like no game nowadays is expected to be that easy, that hand-holdy in a way. It's not even hand-holdy, which is the interesting part of it. And now we are at 1-2. I don't know how well this level, this video, not level, I go a little level crazy sometimes. I don't know how well this video will do, but if you're new and this format, unedited format, is bizarre to you, please let me know. I don't know. I'm always interested in how much I can get away with this. There's a secret pipe here, right? Is it the first one? If it is, I feel really bad. But I think it's fine. I don't have to show literally everything. I never have. We all know this basically just ends the level. So that's like, it's literally a minute long. And then of course we have the warp zone, which is really fun. I'm gonna rewind it here, because we're not doing World 4 today, we're just doing World 1, so I have to complete the level. Yeah, it's another just 1 minute little thing to do, but what's so great is it's already like, it already introduces so much variety in a game that's like you have to have the mindset of how like groundbreaking of a platformer the original is. Because you play some of these other NES games, and my god, like the platformer games on the NES, it's this game and Super Mario Bros. 3, which, does it really count to compare those two? Because it's literally just all of the game design thoughts of this game put into a more refined and just better in every way project, in my opinion. Of course, the original still holds its charm. It still controls very differently than Mario Bros. 3. Mario Bros. 3 is in a way a lot slower, just in the way it feels, but obviously it's like, it's got a lot more content, right? Mario Bros. 3 feels like a modern Mario game because of how good those ideas were, even all those years ago. And this game is like, oh my god, it's 40 years old almost, just a few years, a couple years, it'll be 40 years old, but yeah, just introducing a level with that ceiling It's more like condensed, but it's not annoying about it. And it's also, if you think about it, there is gimmicks. There's gimmicks already in these levels. They're already based around something. The raising platforms, they only show up like a little bit in the level, but that is what 1-2 is like. You remember that, you know? You remember the breaking the blocks. Of course, some parts of the stage are a little iffy, but it's still really, really like iconic already. And it's all because of the level design, really. Like, I haven't even thought of any of this stuff. I know it sounds like rambling, and it might just be absolutely psychotic to listen to me, but I don't script any of this. It's just what I can see from playing all of this so much. Playing, like, pretty much the main thing I play is platformer games. And you can just tell, like, what the point of each level is right now. And it's crazy. Like, this level is exclusively these platforms and those semi-solids. And boom, we already have a level that feels different, but uses, like, barely any new assets. I didn't have the timer going, but I think it's safe to say that was a very short level, which honestly is a grievance you can make with a lot of these. So, how do we rate 1-3? I guess I'd have to... Do I go with the 3 out of 3? I honestly think it needs a 2 out of 3, just because, like, here's the problem with making short levels even in a game like this, is that as you introduce these concepts, they're not being expanded on enough. They literally introduce those platforms, and there's like 2 sections that they are involved in. The left to right lifts is what I'm talking about. There's not like that final piece that really like challenges the player. You can really just run through these levels so quickly in World 1, but that's kind of the point. They're meant to be. They're meant to ease you into what's to come. So honestly, by the same logic as giving 1-1 and 1-2 a 3 out of 3, I'd have to give this level a 3 out of 3. But it's not as iconic. Like honestly, 1-2, you can make the case to where it's not a perfect level, but it's just so iconic. You remember it so well, and that might just be because of playing the game with warp so much. You have to play those first 2 levels. You don't have to play 1-3. But, yeah, I guess you could say it's a 2.5. Because it's not like... I don't know. You can make a case either way. Oh, well... Wait, I didn't despawn that. Yeah, these are just blocks, aren't they? You can already start to tell how they reuse level maps. Like, I'm pretty sure... Why did that hit me? That was weird. Pretty sure, like... They use these exact rooms in another castle, just with more fire bars. Also, can we talk about this? Can we talk about this? Was there, like... Do I just not know about the secret for that room, or what? Is there literally nothing? Like, what's the point? Well... There's the Bowser fight. And yeah, another 1-minute level. Which, I mean, that's just how this game is. You kind of just have to accept it. Whoa there, friend. You may need to slow down. But, whew. Yeah, they're so fast. Man, what do I even give it for a 1-minute castle level? A lot of it just feels like getting a base game of like how, you know how games come out nowadays that are unfinished and they have to have that day 1 patch to make it feel like even like it's complete. That's how 1-4 feels, because they leave in the firebar blocks with no fire bars. It's just missing it. I don't think I can give it a 3 out of 3, but it is just as iconic, even if it's a stage that feels kind of aimless and pointless compared to, like like, why even leave those blocks there if you're just gonna, like, make it obvious you copy and pasted? I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure they reuse the same level map and just add more fire bars with some of those rooms in a later castle level. I don't really understand what they were going for with that, but the fire bars are like the gimmick of that level. It's obvious, it shows, it works, it's fine. But yeah, it's really short, and there's like pointless stuff in there, like literally the the room with invisible blocks. I do not know what that's for to this day. Please let me know if you have any explanation for why that's there. But yeah, I think that about gives us closure for that. We'll look at the title screen where we'll wrap this up. I'll say my goodbyes and whatnot, but yeah, let me know if you like this idea for a series. I'd be down to do this for every Mario game ever. But I would like to know first. Obviously, if I get views on this, I'll take that as a yes. But if you want to let me know in the comments, that is just as good, if not better. But yeah, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're new. Like if you liked it. And like I just said, please let me know in the comments if you like this idea, if I should keep going, if I should work on editing this stuff, if it needs more editing. I know I sound a little weird. It might be because my teeth are chattering a little bit. It's kind of cold in here. And it might just be because sometimes I just talk weird and can't really help it. Which is why I don't make video essays. Like, I would script my videos, and I have tried, but I would just like give the first draft to my girlfriend Mercury, as she's known on the channel. It's not her real name, but yeah. I just give her the first draft, and she's like, "This is cringe," and I'm like, "Yeah, I know." And then I just thought to myself, maybe I just shouldn't do this. Maybe I should try something else. And this is me trying something else. And if this also doesn't work, I should probably try and find that out too. But as of now, I think some of you are liking level review the way it is, so I'll just keep it like that. I won't make this video any longer. Yeah, so I'll go. I'll see you guys in the next one. I stream every other day, and if there isn't a stream, then there's a video at 4 o'clock. Thank you for watching once again, and bye-bye. Have a great rest of your day.